Hey, I'm Selma Kim, America's face of dating, or Connor McCandless if you're watching me here on Facebook or Instagram. And today we have quite the write-in from a guy who did my program, absolutely crushed it. He started off, girls were going cold on him, and they weren't really treating him the best, weren't really valuing him, and he realized that he needed to change something about this. So he did my program, worked with me in my high-level mentorship program, and just absolutely crushed it. And now, as you'll read in a few, he's doing pretty good. And his transformation happened pretty quickly, within a couple weeks, and that's typically how it goes for a lot of my clients. And really quickly, before we jump in to this guy's message in this breakdown here, if you guys are inquiring about working with me personally, which a lot of you guys do, a lot of you guys DM me on Instagram or Facebook, asking how to get started, asking how to work with me in my high-level mentorship, because you're seeing all of our student results right now. The way to do that is just message me on Instagram or Facebook, or if you're on YouTube, you can literally just book in a call with me or my team using the Calendly link. It's the first description on YouTube. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, message me a code word like coach, and we'll get back to you and prioritize you over everyone else who's messaging us on those platforms, because we're getting a ton of those right now. If you guys just want to get started, a lot of you guys just, my kind of style, you're just kind of like no bullshit. You can just be like, hey dude, like send me the payment link, then you can pay that way and we'll jump right into the high-level mentorship. If we can, there's a wait list currently. Each month we can only handle a certain amount of people. And so if you would like to work with me, make sure to get on top of it fast. And we can get started. So, on that note, to this beautiful mountain view, let's jump right into this. He says, man, I just want to take a second and say thank you. You're welcome. If you told me a few months ago that I'd be in the best relationship of my life right now, I wouldn't believe you. Back then, I was stuck, hurt, frustrated, and completely lost, he says, but your program changed everything for me. Let me tell you how bad things were before I found your coaching. I thought I had something real with this girl. We've been dating for a few months, and I was all in. I treated her right, good morning texts, thoughtful dates, always checking in to see how she was feeling. Yeah, man, like, good morning text doesn't make her attracted to you. It just makes it seem like you're in a relationship. And as I tell all my clients, I'm just like, hey, if you guys are getting friend zoned or girls are pulling away, it's literally because you're treating her as if you guys are in a relationship before her feelings have developed to the point of wanting the relationship. Because masculine energy is about purpose, drive, mission, success. You need to be going somewhere. While feminine energy is about bonding and connecting and relationships and love and all of that stuff. And so you need to let the relationships be for her to worry about, not for you to worry about. He says, I thought I was showing her that I cared, but apparently that wasn't what she wanted. Yeah, girls don't want to really see that. Like, they want to see that after you're in a relationship and after, they've fallen in love with you. Then you do that stuff, but at the start, you need to be building attraction. You need to be a mystery. You need to show her that you're busy, that you're doing shit, that you got shit going on with your life. One night she called me up. Her voice was different, cold and distant. He says, I knew something was wrong, and then she hit me with, here it comes. I just don't think I feel the same way that you do. When a girl says, I just don't think I feel the same way you do, that basically means, hey, I feel like you are way more into me than I'm into you. And I'm losing attraction because of that, and you're not a mystery, and I'm just not really attracted to that. That's basically what that means. You're an amazing guy, but something's missing. Yeah, what's missing is she needs to be here, and you need to be right here at your interest level. She needs to always seem like she likes you a little bit more than you like her. And it's not some game that you play. It's literally, dude, you should be busy, man. You should be on your purpose. You should be doing things. Like, you shouldn't prioritize the relationship over everything else. I think we should go our separate ways, she says. I was stunned. My stomach dropped. I asked her why, what changed, if we could work on it. She just kept saying, it's not you, it's just how I feel. Well, women can't really explain how attraction works a lot of the time. They just feel it and they know that it's there. A lot of people can't really explain attraction. He says, and then just like that, she was gone. The worst part, There it is. I lost my spot here. The worst part, a few weeks later, she was with another guy. That could also be part of it. She could also just be literally going for another guy right there. Like, she could be wanting another guy, and that could have caused... But that's also how it goes typically, is that when she is losing attraction for you, there are going to be other guys in the picture that are now like the beta male orbiters, or the safety boats, as they call them. So, chances are she met another guy who got it, who understood what I teach, and you didn't, and so she started testing you more. You failed the test, she got closer with this guy, and boom, all of a sudden she doesn't like you anymore. A guy by who all accounts didn't treat her nearly as well as I did. It's not so much about how you treat her, it's about how you treat yourself, man. You need to respect yourself first. You need to be confident with yourself first. If you're not confident, if you don't respect yourself, how the fuck is a woman going to? He said, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I kept asking myself, what does he have that I don't? Well, he worked with me, and then you worked with me, and now you're crushing it. That's when I found you, he said. I knew I was missing something big, and as soon as I started watching your content, it hit me. I wasn't attracting her. I was convincing her, and that never works. Yeah, man, I remember talking to you about that. It's like, dude, you're not attracting her, you're trying to convince her on why she should go out with you. And when you're trying to convince somebody to do something, and especially if you're trying to convince her to date you, then you're basically telling her that you have low confidence. You're basically telling her you don't believe in yourself. That's why you're trying to convince her. If you have to convince somebody, it means they don't already know, and you're setting the precedent and the frame that basically you like her more than she likes you. Because if you're trying to convince somebody, it means you believe it more than she does. And you can't convince a woman to love you. You can't convince a woman to like you. You can't convince a woman to be attracted to you. The only way to do that, or convince somebody, quote unquote, is don't try to prove yourself. You're proving yourself. You're trying to sell yourself. Don't try to sell yourself, dude. The hot product on the market, the man who understands it and gets it, the hot product sells itself. When somebody comes to me and they're just like, why should I do your program, right? Why should I work with you in your high-level mentorship? Why should I read your best-selling book? I don't give a fuck if you do or don't, dude. I really don't give a shit. It's like, do you want to change? Okay, we're the fucking best in the industry. We got the most student results out of anyone in this industry. So, if you don't want to change, you don't want to fix that, get fucked. I don't give a fuck. Don't follow me, bro. Lose my number and stop following me. I just don't give a fuck, okay? If you don't want to work on this, you don't want to change, bro, don't follow me, dude. Don't watch my stuff. We don't want you here. We work with the guys who, they know they got to change something, they want to get to that end result, and they know that, hey, I need the help to get there. They have a successful career, they've overall crushed it in their life. Their last missing piece is just getting to that dream relationship, which we help you guys do. And it's like, those are the guys that we work with, that we love to work with, that are just like, yeah, dude, I'm ready to go. You're the man. I want to take action and just fucking do this. Those guys always dominate my program. They get the best results ever. He says, so I joined your program. Bro, the things I learned, he says, game changer. They are, man. Most people don't know them. Most of the world just doesn't understand these things. I finally understand the psychology behind attraction. Why she lost interest, why my nice guy approach actually pushed her away, and why the men who win in dating don't chase, they attract. Yeah, again, the hot product on the market sells itself. I started implementing what you taught, my mindset shifted. I stopped seeking validation, I started leading, I became the man she would regret leaving. And guess what? She came back. That's how it goes. But here's the crazy part, I didn't even want her anymore, dude. That's a huge win. He did my program, wanted this girl back, she left him, he leveled himself up, he leveled himself the fuck up, dude. He crushed it. He took action. Those are the guys that, again, dominate my program, like this guy. And guess what? She came back to him because she was like, yo, this guy leveled up way beyond the guy that, the guy before that she left him for, basically. He said, but here's the crazy part, I didn't even want her anymore. Again, that's a huge W, dude. He leveled himself up so much that he was like, wow, I thought you were that person, and now I leveled myself up so high that he is like, I want someone better. Dude, that's what happens when you work with me You win either way, dude. You either get the girl back or you get somebody better. He said, I had already met someone better. His next sentence. A woman who actually values me, respects me, and sees me as the kind of man that she wants to be with. And for the first time, I feel like I have full control over my dating life. Such a great feeling, isn't it? When you're just like, dude, I have full control over my dating life. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly where we're going. I know exactly what to do when she says this and how to respond and how to talk to her. And dude, you're having fun. You're in love. Other couples are arguing. You're not. You're enjoying your life. Other couples wish they could have the relationship you had. And the only reason they wish that is because they haven't worked with us in my program. And they're going to spend the rest of their lives, if they don't, struggling with that, man. It's so fucking sad to me, dude. So sad to me, dude. That's why I do what I do, though. I want to lower the divorce rate by 1% over time. And I know we can do that. And we are doing that. He says, no more walking on eggshells, no more overthinking texts, no more wondering if she's going to leave. Yeah, dude, I remember when I used to be there. I remember when I used to struggle with that stuff. That shit is annoying to deal with, man. Beyond frustrating to deal with, dude. It's just like there's a voice in the back of your brain just telling you you're not enough 24/7, dude. It fucking sucks. He says, this program worth every penny. I would have paid double if I knew the transformation I'd go through. I mean, dude, like, again, the hot product on the market sells itself, man. He said, I would have paid double. That's okay, man. I'll send you a check in the mail. Or not a check. A blank check. You can fill it out and send it back to me. That's what I meant. He said, I would pay double if I knew the transformation I'd go through. Yeah, dude, my program, like, in my opinion, is worth 10 times the investment, man. Like, especially when you just put in the work and watch all the modules and do everything that I tell you to do, you win. It really is as simple as that, man. But most guys are just too afraid to invest in themselves. They don't believe in themselves to invest in themselves. And you got to be the type of man that's in the top 3% that's like, hey, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to change this. He said, so thank you, man, for the lessons, the mindset shifts, and for helping guys like me stop being good enough and start being wanted. Appreciate you, bro. Well, dude, that's one hell of an email right there, man. And like, there's so much gold nuggets in there for the guys who want to fix this and want to change this that you can take and apply literally right now. Women want a man that's investing in himself. Women want a man who's growing, who's going places, who's leveling his life up. It's like if you're not doing that and you're stagnant, then you're going to get stagnant results, which is basically the same cycle that you've been going through. You got to change the change. And so on that note, if you want to work with me again, if you're on Instagram, message me directly. Just send me a DM and say coach or purple monkey or some code word to know that you're coming from YouTube. Or just say, hey, watch your YouTube video, want to check out what this is all about. And we'll get back to you, go back and forth, and see if this is a perfect fit for both you and me. Again, like, we have a limited amount of spots each month that we can coach people and mentor people. So if you want to get on that, make sure to message me ASAP. If you're on YouTube watching me, there's a calendar link in the description below. You can book in a call with me or my team. You'll talk to my right-hand man, most likely, who I've worked with, who actually I mentored in my program and actually is working on my team now. And he'll get back to you and see if you're a perfect fit for what we do. And then we'll get you into the program and start crushing it day fucking one. On that note, I'm Son of Kim, America's face of dating, and I'll see you guys in the next video.